what's up everyone, TJ here. In this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the Capita Super DOA snowboard. Let's get into it. Alright, as the name suggests, this board is based off the time-tested Capita DOA snowboard, except they threw in all the bells and whistles on this guy. It's going to have the highest end tech that Capita offers while running the same shape and the same camber profile as the DOA. It's an all-mountain freestyle oriented snowboard, and it's a true twin, so it's going to offer the same performance riding in either direction, and it runs a camber dominant profile, so it's going to have that positive camber feel to it. Even though it does have a little bit of flat and rockers, you get close to those contact points, the widest point in the snowboard where you get most of your control. That's going to make it a little bit less catchy and a little bit easier to maneuver. Some other tech you're going to find in the Super DOA is Kevlar bound sidewalls, which is exactly what it sounds like, just helping to make the board a little bit more bulletproof, just adding some more durability to the construction of the snowboard, as well as Amplitex stringers running vertically down the snowboard on both the heel and the toe edge. Basically a combination of carbon and flax, helping to give the board a bit more energy, a bit more pop, while that flax helps to dampen out the feel of the board a little bit as you're going through that variable, maybe chundery terrain sometimes, but really just gives the board a bit more of a lively feel to it. And the main thing I'd say is it gives the board more energy. All that's great, but by far the biggest standout for me on the Super DOA is the new 3D core profiling. It makes this board very unique, and it's something that's actually very noticeable as you're out there riding the board. You can really feel it pretty much in all aspects of the board. So basically the 3D core profiling is going to give you a bit of a thicker snowboard between the feet, running a little bit outside the bindings there, kind of tapering off as you get to the tips, where it becomes noticeably thinner. You can see this just looking at the snowboard, and honestly, in my opinion, makes this guy a standout all-mountain freestyle snowboard. It offers a very unique feel that really complements it for that style of riding. I noticed that thicker part of the board offers a bit more stability. It's going to help you out as you're hitting jumps, or especially if you're riding at higher speeds. It doesn't have a super soft torsional flex, so you're not going to be getting bucked around as you're riding at higher speeds or maybe going through some rough, choppy, variable terrain. And it also gives the board a bit of a stiffer feel through that section of the board where it gets noticeably more flexible into the tips. I'd say right around a medium flex overall, maybe just on the stiffer side of medium between the feet there. And then as you get out to the tips, it becomes noticeably more flexible. I'd say maybe just on the softer side of medium there, and that really gives the board a unique combination of stability and playfulness. As you get your way out over to the tips, you can definitely get some good flex going. It's really fun for butters and presses, and it also helps out for riding rails if that's something that you're into, while that stiffer, more stable zone of the snowboard is going to help you out cruising at higher speeds or tackling those larger features and jumps in the park. It's a really awesome combination, and I think that makes this board very park friendly while still being an awesome all-mountain choice. And kind of going along with that, I think the camber profile really helps to tie all that together. With the positive camber feel, as soon as you start to get your weight going over the nose or the tail, you're loading up tension in the board immediately. The softer flexing tips help you to get more leverage, so that when you do get to the stiffer part of the board, you're really able to load up a lot of energy in this guy and really maximize the pop. It's a really fun poppy snowboard, and that's really going to help to allow this snowboard come through for you in all kinds of terrain and all kinds of situations. One last call out tech-wise on the Super DOA is that Capita threw on their highest end sintered base, and they gave it a stone ground finish. So it's basically like a race tune. This board's got really good glide and it feels really fast out there, quick acceleration. Definitely something to keep in mind and definitely a value add for this snowboard. Just make sure that you're waxing it regularly so it keeps that nice fast gliding feel. Overall, the Super DOA does have a bit of a different feel versus the DOA. They are two distinct snowboards, and you're going to get a different ride out of the Super DOA than you are out of the DOA. It's not just the same board, but with upgraded tech features, it really does have a different feel on snow. Honestly, I think this guy is going to be well suited for a really wide variety of riders. Could be fun for someone who doesn't ride any park at all. You're just out there exploring, riding trees, doing that type of riding, more all mountain. Or it could be just as fun for someone who only rides park. It really is a very versatile snowboard, and for me, I had a lot of fun riding this guy in the park. I think that it's a good do-it-all kind of park board. You're going to be able to do those more technical rail tricks if that's what you're into, but at the same time, you're going to be able to take it to the largest features in the park confidently, knowing that the board's going to come through stability-wise for you as well. And I think a lot of that feel and performance comes from that 3D core profile. Definitely the highlight on this snowboard for me, the coolest feature. I've never really seen anything like it, and I just thought it was really cool how much you could actually feel that in the ride of the snowboard. It's definitely not a gimmick. This one does have a pretty precise feel to it, so I'd say it's probably better suited for more intermediate to advanced riders. But if you're looking for this style of snowboard, a solid do-it-all option, definitely don't overlook the Capita Super DOA. I'm gonna have this board linked down in the description if you wanna check it out in a bit more detail. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you found this helpful as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in a new video soon. Later, guys.